Well, I tried to do that before the camera caught me. Where's that? Pop that up. What was that noise? Okay. Don't know why that's over here. Wish I could control the zoom on this. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are joining in on YouTube, drop it in the comments. Which channel did you tune in from? I am live on Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, as always. That's every Sunday at this time. But I'm also on Gladiator Toys tonight. I'm running a solo show. Usually there's a minimum of 2 of us, generally 3 to do the podcast. But I'm going to run solo tonight. So I figure I'll stream it on both channels. I'm just going to talk some wrestling, going to hang out. I'm just going to have some fun. My curiosity is making me wonder if the comments are working at the moment. Let me think. Oh, right here. Da, 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 da. Notification? Yes, notification. Right, all right. Really need to tell. I'm wondering if Restream is working correctly because I don't know if I'm seeing the comments or not. Welcome in, welcome in. Drop in the comment down below which channel you are watching on. If you're on YouTube, are you finding me on Gladiator Toys or Gladiator Wrestling Podcast? I'm very curious to find out which channel you tuned in on. I'm live on both right now. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're at. Oh, there we go. Pinky Girly, welcome in. Can I have a shout out? My name is Colin. Absolutely, Colin. Shout out to Colin. Fleming, what's up? What's going on? The usual platform where there's 3 of us, or at least 2 of us, is not going to happen tonight. I'm running solo, so I'm running on both channels. Just kicking it. I am going to talk some wrestling, so but I'm just going to be here knocking things around. I went to a card show yesterday, picked up a whole bunch of cool stuff. Oh, yeah, there's the one, man. Had a lot of fun, man. That was a great show. I got this stack over here. Whole bunch of cards. Nashville card show. Oh, Pinky Girl, Gladiator Toys. Okay, thank you for dropping that so I know where you came from. Colin, if you're still there, which channel did you tune in on? Very curious. I'm live on 2 different ones. I'm too damn old for that. Redman, what's up? What's up? Welcome in. Dude, you're the second person in 2 weeks that said something like that. Man, I ain't done nothing in years. I don't even hardly drink anymore. I'm just having fun. Having to run a solo podcast tonight, so I decided to go double live and go live on both my channels. How many wrestling fans I got in here? I know I got one. Fleming, I know you're here. Anybody else into wrestling? I'm about to talk about Monday Night Raw, I think. Can I remember what happened without looking it up? Nope. I'll answer that question for you. Wow, that was a jump. No, I don't like that website. I'm real picky about which one. There's what I want. About which website I use to get my results for the week, man. I watched. Don't get me. Oh, you know what I didn't watch? Wow. I wish I'd have remembered that before today. I forgot to watch SmackDown Friday. I think I went to bed early Friday night. Now I am showing my age. I better shut up. Oh, what happened on Monday Night Raw? Wait, is this week? No, hell no. What is it? October 6, 2025. Oh, God. Google always does me wrong every time, man. Oh, that was weird. The screen blacked out. Man. Try this one. All right. At least it says 6 days ago. All right. We're ready. Raw results. Okay. I wanted to do predictions for Elimination Chamber next week tonight. And how can we predict when they don't even have all the entrants yet? We still got 2 more qualifying matches, I think, for the men's and women's. So much for predictions. I may get everybody's predictions, Neighbor and Chase Collector. I'll check in with them through the week and drop a video, and we'll drop our predictions on like Friday or something. Let's see. Okay. We had the Vision defeated LA Knight and the Usos, which that whole situation made no sense. Oh, we have this large crate that just showed up backstage. Now it's showing up backstage on both shows. My prediction is it's a countdown clock for Jericho. I think that sounds about right. That's not exciting to me at all, but that's what I think's happening. Pierce made an offer to Obafemi. That happened. Stephanie Vacour made Liv Morgan cry. There's a reason I don't remember what happened because nothing happened. Finn Balor and Judgment Day interrupted the CM Punk promo. Oh, JD McDonough is back. There's that. So that was cool. Penta is now the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee attempted to goad Becky into a fight. And then we had the qualifying matches. We had the women's match, which Asuka won that one, which if you go back to last week's episode, we absolutely called that she was winning. And then the men's qualifying match, Javon Evans won over Dominic Mysterio and Gunther. We called that as well. What else we got? Let me I'm guessing SmackDown was just about as uneventful. I can't believe I forgot to watch it. I had other things on my mind this week. See if I can pull that up real quick. I like that one. So we didn't hear anything else out of Roman this week, did we, Fleming? He didn't make an appearance this week. Cody Rhodes is headed to eliminate. Nobody cares. Okay. Wait, is this the wrong damn? Oh. This is last week. Jesus. 2 days ago. Oh, that's what I want. All right. Maybe I should have switched it to this screen. So I'm looking at you. All right. What do we have? We had Charlotte Flair versus Kiana James versus Nia Jax. Chamber qualifier match. Damian Priest versus Trick Williams. Leave me alone. Versus Carmelo Hayes. Chamber qualifier. Obafemi versus Kit Wilson. Again, this is the right day, right? God, yes. I'm going to guess that went about the same way the other Obafemi Kit Wilson match went, which wasn't a match. It was a destruction. Rhea Ripley versus Julia. Okay, let's see what we had. Okay. Okay, Jacob come out and Jacob interrupted Cody. Yeah, that's going to end up a daggum triple threat match. I'm guaranteeing it at Mania. The mystery box was shown again. Okay, then we had Dragunov versus Tama Tonga. Let's see. Remember reading this off Bleacher Report. They gave that match a B. Tama Tonga won that one. Jade Cargill speaks. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch. Okay. Had a lot of charisma. She always has. In some ways, it feels like she hasn't changed at all since the first time we saw her in AEW. No kidding. Has remained grade C on her promo, whatever it said. It doesn't even say what it said. Okay, we have Charlotte Flair versus Kiana James versus Nia Jax. Kiana James won that match? I'd have never called that. Okay. Kit Wilson versus Obafemi. Can we guess who won that match? I can probably tell you who won that and how the match went and how long it was without watching the show or reading this. The ruler proceeded to destroy Wilson with a few moves before hitting his finisher for the victory. This was barely a match. The poetry reading lasted longer than the fight. Oh, I guess Kit Wilson read poetry. WWE needs to find something more substantial for Femi soon because he is too good to be wasted in segments like this. Agreed. Stop it. Wow, you don't see that very often. They gave that match a D. David Goldberg, what's up? What's up? Welcome in. Right now, I'm going down seeing what happened on Friday Night SmackDown this week. Once I get through that, it's pretty much just going to be me rambling the rest of the night. So, playing with some of my new trading cards, getting them in my binders. Who's talking? Tiffany Stratton versus Alba Fire. Oh, yep. Tiffany won that, I guess. Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, Trick Williams. That's a qualifier for Elimination Chamber. Trick Williams won that one, so he's going to the Chamber. And then we had Julia versus Rhea. I remember look at this side. That ended in a no contest. Nia Jax and Lash Legend showed up and caused the match to come to an abrupt halt by attacking Ripley. Sky ran to the ring. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Randy Orton versus Aleister Black. I didn't know that match was happening. So I'm not used to the full screen of me. Usually it's smaller and wider, and I don't have to worry about being in the frame. And I can't adjust the zoom with this camera, so. Overall, SmackDown got a C+. I kind of figured that's what was going to happen. Right now, the excitement is Elimination Chamber, trying to figure out who's going to be in that. So it's just not going to be super exciting. Yeah. All right. Move on with that. Close that. Oh, why does my screen keep doing that? Oh, cool. Oh, man. So I was talking earlier. I said I went to a card show, trading cards, in Nashville. This thing was huge. I've dropped a video about it yesterday or last night. Check that video out because I shared some footage that I got. I didn't take a bunch of footage. It was so crowded. The first time I've ever went, man, I really wish. What's up? My day is going great, LAX. Welcome in, welcome in. But it's the first time I was like, man, I'd like to have some meta glasses because then I don't have to worry about holding on to nothing. Don't have to have anything strapped to my chest to get some content film. Strapping to my chest is hard because my beard is long, so it has to be on my stomach in order to not get uh, get just beard in the frame for the camera. So Meta Glasses would have been awesome yesterday, though. That show was phenomenal. It was at the Nashville Fairgrounds. Originally slotted was in Expo 3. So there's 3 large buildings, Expo 1, 2, and 3. They're all connected, though. They're split by big roll-up doors. Blah, blah, blah. It was originally slotted to be in Expo 3. I don't know what happened, but evidently they had so many people wanting to go that they expanded it to all 3 expos. Now I'm out at the fairgrounds every week. I'm fine. Every month I'm out there for the Nashville Flea Market. My wife and I have a booth. We sell antiques and other collectibles. Just have a great time out there. And they've made a big deal about the grounds around it. They're trying to make the greens and bring it up, make it beautiful out there. And they've been working really hard at it. I got there 30 minutes after doors open. Okay. That was my intention because I didn't want to wait in a line. That's just the reason I did that. I pulled up. First off, the line just to get to the parking lot is way out at the next road. All right. It's moving pretty quick, though, because you got to go in, pay, and then you head around. So you stop. That's why the line stopped. Anyway, I can see they've already got cars parked in the grass. That they've been so adamant about we don't park anything. We want that grass to grow and get it back to being a beautiful green. So I was like, oh, wow. This is way more. So I had to drive way up. If you know the Nashville Fairgrounds, you know what I'm talking about. But if not, part of the fairgrounds, there's a racetrack too. When you pull into the road, there's a racetrack on the left. There's the expo centers on the right. On the further up past the racetrack, there's a soccer field. Big giant soccer stadium. I'm sorry, not field. Soccer. So you drive up onto the hill. That's where I end up parking, way over by the stadium. I was like, man, it's going to be a walk. So I get out of my truck and I start walking. I called my wife on the phone because I was like, this is way bigger than I anticipated. I'm not going to be able to hear her talk on the phone when I get inside. And she was going to call me on her lunch break. So I just went in and called. And I was like, this is way bigger. So already at this point, I'm getting ready because I've never been to a card show before, so I didn't know what to expect to begin with. But now I'm going in wondering how big this crowd is. I've been to a lot of conventions, comic conventions, horror conventions, tattoo and horror conventions. I've been to concerts, been to football games. That was one of the largest crowds I have ever been in. I've never seen that many cars there at the fairgrounds. It was fantastic, though. I had so much fun. I probably spent the first 30 minutes in shock. I said that in the video I dropped, I believe, that I put out yesterday. Because, again, I've never done something like this. I ended up going by myself. I did have a buddy that was there. Over on, he has a YouTube channel as well, Carver Family. He does a lot of cool stuff. Make sure you check him out. But I didn't know what to expect. I've watched videos online. I've seen card shows. I've never seen this. This was insane. I walked in, I paid, and walked around the corner and was like, but as I'm walking up, I could already tell. I told my wife, I said, they're not in Expo 3. There's no way. It's too big. I said, they must have moved to 1 and 2. I said, they got to be into 2. I get inside, I found out they're in all 3. Just blew my mind. But if you haven't been following along with the trading card videos I've been putting out, for me, obviously, I'm collecting wrestling cards, and that's probably my bread and butter. I know those going in. I like if I'm looking at them, I know what I'm looking at. I know who I'm looking at. I know what I want. But I'm also collecting football cards. I've got some baseball cards too. I know football, but there's so many players that I don't know. I haven't been keeping up to date with NFL lately. I want to get back into it because I do enjoy it. It just I don't. It's on Sundays, and I do this on Sundays, and I'm not changing. So, but my team is the Steelers, which I show no Steelers gear tonight. But so as of right now, my main thing is picking up Steelers cards, and I went in with only one thing on my mind. I knew I was looking for Steelers. I wanted to find some wrestling cards, but I wanted one Steeler in particular. I knew I'd get some other stuff, but I had to find me a Troy Polamalu card. That was easier said than done, but I did get one. It's a patch. I want to say it's included authentic memorabilia. Oh yeah, this is not from any specific game. That was a different card I got that had it one from that was game used, but very cool card. Got me a Troy Polamalu, absolute beast. So I needed that for the collection. I very much. But what was really cool is my very first purchase at the show. I picked up a wrestling card and a football card. So the football, this is just a really cool card. It's a TJ Watt. It's called a License to Dominate. So it looks like a driver's license. It's freaking cool. Look, he's got the extra photo down there and all that. License to Dominate. Look at the back. Look at the back. How cool is that? Freaking awesome card. I had to have that. And then that same vendor, I got a Kevin Owens card. Oh, yes. It's an autograph. It's also numbered, number 59 of 99. Yeah, it's not going to be clear, but yeah, I had to pick up the Kevin Owens. So that was my first stop. I got those two. Let's see. Do I have? No, that's not. I don't remember. The rest of them, I don't remember what order I picked all this stuff up in, but I got this Will Howard rookie gear card. I'm trying to see if it said. One of these says it's game worn. It might be that one. The shit. The memorabilia is not from me. So this is not from any specific game or anything. That was tiny. This card I thought was really cool. James Washington, Dress for Success. Now this one does say the enclosed player worn material and autograph are guaranteed. So it's and this is numbered 47 out of 99. Urban Effects, are you tuning in on Gladiator Toys? I think that's why you think I'm looking at a new setup. What I'm actually in is my the room where we do Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. I am solo tonight. There's usually three of us, and I don't know what was going on, but my our buddy neighbor, he had something going on tonight, and the Chase Collector, he is under the weather, so I'm solo. So I decided to just do double live and go on both channels. I kind of already went down a rundown on the wrestling tonight. Now I'm just kind of going over what I did yesterday. Caleb Johnson rookie card, picked that up. This one, rookie rising, Jerome Bettis. Woo! Heater, baby. Oh, I got to show that one in a minute. Still on the football cards. Okay, I got rookie ticket Roman Wilson in the green. Freaking cool. Is that one numbered? I think I couldn't find a number on that one. Then I got Hines Ward. You have received a trading card with Hines Ward game-used football memorabilia. I can't see where it says what specific game, but heck yeah. Okay, right on, Fleming. And then I got another rookie ticket, Keanu Benton. Rookie ticket with auto. The rookie ticket cards are really cool. I think there are also some playoff ticket cards. I saw that too. I haven't found one of those yet. And then like a report card, Aaron Rodgers one. They call it passing grade. Pretty cool. A lot of glare there. Now, Fleming, you'll appreciate some of this stuff I'm fixing to show. That was a mail call. I'll show that in a second. So number one, Peyton Manning, man. I saw a lot of cool Peyton Manning cards. I got this Godfather / Papa Shango double autograph. I could not pass that up. That's so cool. And then I got this card. I'm saving the best for last. That's what's happened. So this is a numbered card, number 82 of 99. That's your boy Roman's family. Yokozuna. There's the back. But speaking of Roman's family and the Samoans, I got this card. Now, it's not Roman. Calm down, Fleming. It's not Roman. Uh-oh. My camera's being dumb. Come on, clear up. This is Rikishi. It's auto. I don't know if it's going to show up right here. That says 1 of 1. I bought this and Yokozuna was free. That was my biggest pickup yesterday. I'm super happy to have a 1 of 1 in my collection now. I don't know if you can tell. That's an extremely thick card. Here's a regular. See the difference? Yep. There you go. So very cool. That's what else I was going to show. This one right here. This came in the mail. Russell Wilson. Money. That's a case hit. Beautiful card. So this is the second card I've tried to order from eBay since we started collecting like a month ago. The first one, it never shipped. I gave them 2 weeks and they never shipped it. So I went through eBay and said, hey, I've tried to contact the buyer. They're not responding and they're not shipping. So eBay tried to contact. They got no response. So I got a refund. Next up, I ordered this one. Number one, this took a long time. It came in regular mail like this, almost like this. It came in regular mail. So it was slower. That's fine. I say that's fine. I had something else that I ordered for the Chase Collector. I ordered and it came in 2 days, regular mail. This took like a week and a half. Whatever. However, this card, if you can see, you see the line right here. I have put it in a penny sleeve and then in the top loader. If you know trading cards, you always want a penny sleeve first, which is the very simple little sleeve if you don't know trading cards. Penny sleeve, then put it in the top holder. Oh, where'd my box go? There it is. So the penny sleeve is soft. Top loader, very hard. So at least you send it in that, so in the top loader, so it's not going to get bent in shipping. However, putting it in a top loader without the penny sleeve, you risk little pieces in there scratching the card. Am I going to send it off to get graded? Chances are no. Whoops. But that option, it still bothers me. I wouldn't ship like that. If I was to ship a card, it would. Anything I've ever sold and shipped, I always package as best as I can. I mean, WrestleMania is embarrassing. The ticket. Oh, I know. Oh man. Yeah, they're going to end up discounting the tickets so they'll sell it out because, and now there's so many people that I read where there's a bunch of people that were thinking they were going to buy tickets for either night one or night two, one or the other, and then go to a watch party in Vegas. Because how fun would that be? W. Blake Lewis, referee? Question mark. I'm confused by your comment. Explain further. FJD is poggers. But yeah, now they've got it blacked out where no venues within 50 miles of the stadium there in Vegas can do a watch party for WrestleMania. These guys are nuts. Like, what gives them the right to say they can't do that? They are showing their greed is what they're doing. Big time. A big problem with this stack that I got is they're all in mag loaders, which are very thick. Actually, some of these may be thicker cards too. That one is. And these won't fit in my top loader binder. So if I want these Steelers to go with the rest of them, I got to take them out of those and put them in the top loaders. Isn't it? Roman Reigns, CM Punk isn't embarrassing that they're. Oh, I know. We've talked about it a bunch. I mean, I think we're seeing the downhill run. I mean, we're definitely not seeing the WWF we grew up in the 80s. We're not seeing the WWF that we had in the 90s. The Ruthless Aggression WWF/E is gone. The WWE that introduced us to Roman Reigns and the Shield and all that, that's gone. The PG era WWE is gone. What we're seeing now is the TKO era. We've said that. Although we have a new era every week. We've talked about that before. But we're watching a product that some of us has followed for a lot of years. Tyler Holt. You're ringing a bell, bud. You've been, I know you've joined us before. I remember. I think you told us a little bit about yourself, but I don't remember all of that. I do remember you being on before. It's TKO Endeavor, who owns WWE, both companies. They are the reason why. Oh, yeah, they're definitely the reason. Because all they care about is let's sell more tickets. Let's make more money. Let's not worry about what we're doing. And we've said this. I would venture to guess probably around March of 2022. UK indie wrestler. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Just my brain was clouded. I had a feeling. But yeah, they're we said this. I think it was like March. Is that right? 2022. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Whatever year we started this podcast, within the first 3 months, we said maybe in the first month. Yes, I remember that now. Yeah, we said that TKO was going to buy it. Well, actually, we said the Saudis were probably going to buy it. Now, our prediction of the Saudis is probably going to come true. I think TKO, and I know Neighbor and Chase Collector, my two co-hosts, they would agree with me that we're within 2 years of TKO selling WWE. And I don't know what the product looks like when that happens. Oh, okay. I mean, either way, that's a door opening. Whether it's an NXT European deal or a regular, it's an open door. So I mean, whatever kind of deal he gets hold of, man, make the best of it, you know. But I'll be honest, the WrestleManias have been on a downward spiral. What last year was that when Cena beat Cody? Is that right? See, I don't even want to remember it. That's how bad it is. I think that's right. And the year before is when Cody beat Roman finally. But we had The Rock involved, and then they main evented night one, then they main evented night two. Like that right there was blatant. Hey, guess what? We're only pushing the people we know make money because we don't know what we're doing. We just know when we put these guys on and their music hits, people go ape crap. That doesn't work with this. You will never have another person when those guys leave if you don't build these guys. Craziness. But they don't care because they're trying to milk it for every dollar they can and then sell it. Okay, so it was 2022. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to be an audio only podcast, and it may have been the first or second episode, to be perfectly honest. And those are on the YouTube channel. That's all there'll be is a logo on the screen and us talking. But you will hear us talk about this Saudi Arabia buying. Yeah, I remember you talking about your injury with your old finisher and such. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what the product looks like when that happens. We didn't have good feelings when TKO bought it. But I can't say it's all been bad. I won't say that, but it's definitely not all been good. Okay, and you can just tell what their focus is. There's no cycling of push this star. Now they make money. Oh, this guy's the one making money. We're going to keep him on the top until you guys get so sick of him that you're booing or whatever. I don't know what they're thinking. Oh, I got to get those out of there and put them in sleeves and such. Tyler, what kind of finisher were you doing before? I know you told us, but I got a whole lot of can't remember all the time. It's not just about you, I promise. Okay. Oh. That. I have to do this before I forget. trying not to make a noise there. What just happened? Okay, go. What did it do with that other one? I guess I put it back. Oh well. Come on. There we go. If you heard it get quiet, you're not going crazy. I just muted the mic for a second because I was tapping that on the table. And again. That didn't work. Much better. Okay. Now those are prepped and ready. I got those. A couple more just normal Steelers cards. That's Will Howard, and then a Will Howard Hog Heaven rookie cards. Very cool. Had to get those ready to go in the book. Oh, there's my Troy. Got to get that ready. I don't know. I can't decide what I should do with these guys. Should I go ahead and take them out of their magnetic holders and put them in the books, sleeve them up? That one, oh yeah, now this one I can't sleeve up because I don't have top loaders that will fit the thicker cards. So I couldn't do. Not sure about that one. That's the other memorabilia one. Not sure. That would be fine. That would be fine. Probably will do those for sure. That one would be fine. Oh yeah, that one's a thicker card too. So that one probably wouldn't be able to go in the book. I can't tell. That one looks kind of thick. I don't know. Are you? Oh, it's just got that piece of thing on there. I don't know, because see, I got this little dude. Well, that needs to come because that's got to go in the book. This is numbered to 75, El Grande Americano original. That goes in the other book. This book is stuff that I'd be willing to trade, I think. Well, that one I kind of don't want to trade, but I would. So I'll probably need to take that one out. But yeah, that I carried that with me all day yesterday. I didn't make a single trade. Like I said, I was completely unprepared, didn't know what to expect, and it was overwhelming. I mean, especially for somebody that's never been to one of those. There's my PC book. Oh, I can't get into this. Look at all the stuff. Look at all the stuff. What is this guy thinking? I had that many that looked like they were. Those two for sure. Yeah, that one is too. I don't know about that one. I think that one's okay. Those, yeah. Oh, what am I? No, that one was all right. It was these three. They're all the ones that have a patch. They're going to be too thick. Vince McMahon. Yeah. Oh, Vince. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He's a bit troubled. Yeah, all of those can be put in the PC book here. Figure out what I got going on here. Oh, what are you doing? Now, I have a Vader in here, I think. Maybe not. Vader. Because I got a Vader the other day. I swear I had a Vader in here. Maybe I have a Vader and I never put him in here. That would make him be over here, though. No, he's not there. Do I have cards put up somewhere that I forgot? One would think if I had Vader in here, he would be on this page. There's Sid. Yeah, I think I do need to pull that Vader out of my other book. I know I have a Vader. That's Wyatt stuff. And let's see, I got that Rikishi. I don't know if that one's numbered or not, but I got a replacement for him. No, that one's not even numbered. That's my Samoan dynasty there. No? Interesting. Fleming, I haven't seen the video where he was flipping off the police. I heard about it, but I haven't watched it yet. I just haven't got around to it. Okay. Let's go back to the Steelers stuff. Huh. You know what? I already had that card in my book, so it goes in the other book. That was technically different. He was driving a car. That's why he got in the accident. He was thinking about his death a little too much. Huh. When I get done on here, I'm going to look that video up. Gotta move some stuff around in this thing to make room for the new stuff. Some of these can go on the trade binder. Let's see. Oops, did y'all hear that? Caleb Johnson. Yeah, I'll move that one. Oh, crap. Okay. So I'm finding out real quick that I don't like the fact that want things organized. It's going to make things difficult because I already have stuff in here and now I got to rearrange it to put stuff where I want it. And see, now my Troy Polamalu is over there and it should be over here. Man. Okay. There's my Cam Scataboos. I don't want to get rid of those. See, yeah, that can go. I'm not going to go through this right now and figure out what I want and where I want it. Just want to get these in there. Now, I just did all of that, and technically, I need how many more spots? Not that one. Nope, not those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Nope. Quit doing that. Oh, man. Okay. Wish I had looked at this. This is going to bug me now. Okay. That's got to go over there. That's wrestling. That. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. That stays where it's at. All right. Let me do this. Okay. The Jerome Bettis goes there. Find the other Jerome. What just happened there? I mean, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so they can sit too. Yeah. You know what would probably help them sell tickets to WrestleMania is making it affordable and enjoyable. I know that's just crazy talk, but hey, they might sell some tickets. Okay. All right. Apologize for the noise. All right. Just got my Jerome Bettis rookie contenders, and I'm gonna put it right. I can't do that. I got to move the Hall of Fame one because that shouldn't come before. Yeah, this is some kind of aggravating. All right, there's Jerome Bettis. Now I got to move that. Oh. Okay. This is not an Ultra Pro. There's no way. It's still nice though. Okay. Now what I want, I think I want Big Ben. So I'll move you. Now I can put these kind of the way I wanted them to begin with. So there's that one. Where's my other bin? That's not it. Oh, I covered him up. There we go. See, I should have picked me up a different Big Ben yesterday because I was looking at them and there was a lot of really good bins. And I only have some real basic ones. So I'm going to have to fix that. Okay, that's TJ Watt. That's TJ Watt. So I need those to stay together. I need to move my Troy over here. Thank you. There's another TJ Watt. Okay. Cameron Hayward. Hines Ward. Okay. I'm going to quit doing that. Okay, get my Troy. Palomo. Oh, damn it. Just messed up part of my book. Still looking. Diesel had 80 years. I know it. I just looked that up the other day to see how old Vince was. Okay, that's Metcalf. 2 of those. Am I all right with that? No, because I got that other Aaron Rodgers, don't I? Where's it at? I need a bigger desk. There it is. That's a nice mag loader. Stop doing that, screen. That is a nice card. Top loader, stat, Okay. Why does that feel weird? Okay. Brock Lesnar, he's going to retire this year. You know what? There was rumors that that's how they were going to continue to push Gunther's career killer gimmick and have him take out Brock Lesnar, and that doesn't need to happen. Okay, I'm going to move Metcalf. So move you and you. Now, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, God. No, I'm not gonna lie. I've got Steelers Aaron Rodgers card. I kind of want a Green Bay Packers Aaron Rodgers. Man, that's pretty nice with the. I don't know if that's gonna show you how the frosted border. That's pretty nice. Okay, now I think let's do. Okay, those two got to stay together. Now I'm thinking I take this TJ Watt, move it to here, grab that Heinz board, and then these two TJ Watts. There's that one. There's, can that go in there like that? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. You have to move now. All right. Now, Will Howard. That's okay. I gotta check my cards real quick. Caleb, Keanu, Roman Wilson. Okay. Oh, there's another Caleb, huh? Okay. Oh, now I got 3 Caleb Johnsons. All right, that's cool. Right? Yeah, that's not going to see. I don't see Brock going for that, to be perfectly honest. Like, I don't want to be the guy that has to have that conversation. Oh, hey, Brock, since you want to retire, we're going to have Gunther tap you out at WrestleMania and end your career. Yeah. I mean, I suppose they can write a check big enough for Brock to do that. Maybe. Man, I don't know if I want to peel that off. I got to peel that RC to get into this one. I don't know how permanent that thing is. Might be permanent regret if I peel it off. I don't know. It's left a little bit of adhesive, but I think it'll be all right. I'll just slap it right back on. Okay. Just hope it'll be good for him tomorrow. Is AJ supposed to be on Raw tomorrow night? Caleb. Okay, so this is going to go where the Georgia Pickens is. Okay, now, who shall I put there? Okay, I got 2 DKs. Only got 1 of him. I have a second Heinz Ward, but I don't think it's going to fit in here. Oh, they're doing a trip. Oh, okay. I got you. Cameron. That's Washington. Okay, that's the relics. So I can't. Those won't fit. Okay. Roman Wilson. John. All right. If that's the only Cameron I have, I'm gonna put it there. I gotta check. Sorry, I keep scraping that. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. I'll put him there. Man, that sucks. All right. And then I need room for how many? One. Oh, man. Hans needs to go here. Okay. Okay, there we go. I feel better about that now. Let's see. 2 DK Metcalfs. I got these and those two. Okay, so all 6 of these guys have to move. I'm going to end up redoing this I don't know how many friggin' times. I'll probably end up with a whole book just for Steelers, actually, if I'm being honest. I'm really disappointed. I kind of messed that page up. John Cena names him come down to the ring. Take reality that it's real. Yeah. Okay. Now, you know what? I think these 2 guys need to go there. Okay. I don't know. I might should have kept the autos in those, but if they were worth buku money, I probably would. Sorry. Okay. Now I gotta get this one out. There's got to be a stack of WWE cards in top loaders somewhere. It's not right there. What have I done? My whole room is a mess. Put them over there. I don't know, because I swear I have a Vader. Anyways. I'll do this again. So only one of these cards that were in top in mag loaders had a penny sleeve on it. Which I mean, the ones I've got in mag loaders, I don't have penny sleeves on either. So that's not a big deal. That's just something I noticed. But they're also made to protect the corners as well, so it's not as big a deal. Okay. Sleeve. Keanu Benton. Rookie ticket. Auto. Now the Keanu Benton ticket, it's a sticker auto. I don't know if you can see that. That autograph's on a sticker. The other rookie ticket auto I had is an on-card. So if you're not into the world of cards, over this past month of all the stuff I've been trying to learn before I went to that card show, on-card autos are worth more than sticker autos. I get excited either way. Because for me, it just becomes fun at that point. I am not thrilled at the fact that I got DK Metcalf all the way on my back page, but it's going to be something I'm going to just learn to live with. Until I make a full Steelers book. Because I just smell that happening. All right. So I have 3 full pages, Steelers, like that. Stop messing with me, screen. Okay, now these guys, I gotta make them forward here. Now, what's on the other side of this? Isn't that a problem? Okay. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to go through, because what I'm moving around now is just some like refractors and stuff. They're not numbered. They're not Steelers. So that one's a George Kittle. Now this one's Marshall Faulk. I'm not going to get rid of that one, but some of these I need to put in the get rid of book. I'm thinking about taking that book with me when I do the flea market this month, just for the simple fact that I want to let Terrell Owens, I'd probably keep that, Epic Performers. But I like just try to sell some of these that I've got that are not necessarily what I'm looking for. I guess you're going to go ahead and go in that other book because I just ran out of room for those. There's those. All right. My screen keeps doing silly stuff. I don't like it. All right. I got to make some spots for the wrestling stuff now. Where's it at? I need Yoko. I just did that. Yeah. Damn. Come here. I'm fine. Jesus. God, fatty. Those are stuff on the floor. I'm back. Whoa. That was not fun. Okay. So Yoko is going to go there. I don't think he should be back there, though. Hold on. Okay. Never mind. Yoko's going to go back here for right now. And I guess the Kishi 1 of 1 is going to go right here. Right in the center of that page for right now. All right, moving on. Go back to this other stuff. Put my Grande Americano. Topps Finest right there. That's a numbered card. My Kevin Owens. Now, do I have another Kevin Owens in here? Oh, I do. Yeah. So this is the thing I said with this book. So, like, I had this Kevin Owens, which is a nice one. But now that I have the Kevin Owens auto, I will replace that in my book. Now there are a couple of wrestlers that I'm fine having multiples of. Technically, I'm not against having multiples of Kevin Owens, but matter of fact, that will probably stay in the book for now. But as I progress and get the book, get things added and replaced, some stuff like this numbered LA Knight, if I was to get an auto or an auto numbered or something like that, that would replace. The Undertaker cards, I would keep all of those. Paul Bearer. I got a couple of Paul Bearers. Oh, well. Forgot about that. Stone Cold. Okay. You guys know those aren't going anywhere. Oh, man, I hate to do that, but you got to go because Vader's got to go right there. It's plain and simple. Anybody see where I put my Vader card? Oh, he was still in the book, wasn't he? Yeah, I want to get that out of there. Now, the one I just pulled out to make room for Vader is my Shockmaster. You guys keep Tugboat, Typhoon, Shockmaster, Fred Ottman. Keep him in your thoughts. He's been going through some stuff. He's been he spent like a month in the hospital. I think he was just going in for surgery like yesterday or today or something like that. So speedy recovery. I hope for the best. This one of the coolest dudes I have met. We actually, that helmet, the Shockmaster helmet, we got to hold it, and it was a fantastic experience getting to meet Fred Ottman. So that card does not go away. It just moves pages. 100%. Okay. Now, Harley Race has got to go on this page. There's no, yeah. So this page, okay, aside from the top two, this page is brutality at its finest. I got Bruiser Brody. I got Dusty Rhodes, Terry Funk. And now I'm adding King Harley Race, which is numbered, by the way, to 249. It's not a low number, but hey, I'm not complaining. The Road Warriors are on this page. The Steiner brothers are on this page. The top two cards are Bobby the Brain Heenan and Ricky Steamboat. And I just had to move the Honky Tonk Man, which I would prefer him to go over there, but it's not going to work right. So I got to move him back here till I make a spot. Oh, no. That's fine. That's fine. He can go on this page for now till I rearrange that. Actually, that one I'm going to keep in the mag loader. That's the Godfather one. Okay. So that's enough stuff going into this book right now. It's occurred to me that I have a lot more work to do in this book. What was that? That felt weird. That better not be Terry. Oh, God. Oh, I have another binder. What is in that binder? I guess I got to look into it. Oh, that's not a top loader binder, though. So, hold on. All right. Now, this one, okay, I just pulled. No, those need to go. What do I need to move around? These two. Okay. Now, I don't know when the next card show is that I'm going to go to, but I'm definitely going to more. And my hope by that time is to have this a little more organized and to know a little bit more. And I'll be prepared to try to move some of these. But I'm going to take this book to the flea market with me this time. And I'm going to try to see if I sell any of these. Because, again, they're not for the PC. They're just for that, basically. It's just not stuff I plan to keep in the PC. Okay. I gotta figure out where to put those. I can do that in a minute. Did I put any of those cards in here? I don't think I took them out of the top loaders. I think this is all football, is it? Oh, I did put those wrestlers in here, but no. I don't know where, but somewhere I have a Vader. I know I did. I have no idea what I've done. Because I only have the one top loader binder, and I know he was in a top loader. When the guys get back on next week, y'all make sure you jump on here and give them a bunch of trouble for not doing the podcast tonight, because it left you guys with just having to listen to me ramble on and on forever. Huh. No, those are all football cards that need a home. Oh, this is such a mess. Okay, it's got to be in here. Is this wrestling? Oh, yeah. I've gone goofy. Here we go. Don't start. Oh. 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 Now I'm just hell bent on finding this Vader card. So let's see. Is that a numbered Farouk? No. I have a numbered Farouk somewhere. Okay. Come on. That's a nice KO, though. Check that one out. Ah, I knew it. I knew I had a Vader. It's the red, white, and blue one. But now I have a numbered Vader card. So that's awesome. Okay. There's a Godfather card that I had. Now I have this one. What else I got in the stack? Da-da-da, da-da. What card was it? I got a bunch of stuff on a whatnot auction. That's what a lot of this book that I'm going to sell off is. I picked them up. It's just dude was getting rid of tons of autograph cards, and I picked them up. But there was one, I can't remember what. Well, it was one of the wrestling cards, I think. That reminds me, I never did check that, or was it the? Damn, I don't remember what card that was. No, it was a wrestling card, because I remember I was with my daughter and I was watching that auction. As I win the auction, he says, "Oh man, that one's got a crease in the back." I'm like, really? If you'd have said that before I bid, I would not have bid on that. I don't remember what card that was, though. It's not those. It's not the Rikishi. It's not that. I don't think it was. Is it the Damian Priest? I don't know. Now I don't know what card it was, but wrestling supposed passing away. There's been inhibitions. I have no idea which card it was, but I kind of got mad at the guy because I was like, really? You gonna say that after the auction ends? There's all those cards. Talk about one that flopped. Veer Mahan. That's his rookie card too. What a waste. Dolph Ziggler. What else I got in here? Charlotte Flair. Dewdrop. Now, speaking of, there's Brock. I'll show you the really cool Miz I got sitting right here in just a second. There's that Zylan Quinn, Ricochet, Dakota Kai, Montez Ford, Indy Hartwell, Tony D'Angelo, Toxic Attraction, Matt Riddle, Big E, Reggie, Wesley, Tommaso Ciampa. Don't know who that guy is. Sasha Banks, King Woods, Odyssey Jones. I just saw something about this guy here. You remember they recruited him into the New Day, and dude was doing really good. He was a good fit for them. And then a bunch of allegations about domestic abuse came up, and they suspended and then terminated him, right? And then it turned out to be evidently all false, and actually he was the one being abused. So good call on that one, WWE. Way to jump the gun. Finn Balor, Sheamus, Indy Hartwell again, Gigi Dolan. 2/3 of the Shield. Bella Twins, Rock. Ivy Nile, Carmelo Hayes, decent. Yeah, check out this Miz card. This thing's pretty cool. I actually ought to top load that and put it in the binder. I think I will top load it. Right? Messed up. Should I? Even my dog don't like the fact that he got done dirty. Hey, they heard you. Yeah, we're good. Everybody heard you. Ta-da! Top loaded. Don't feel like making a spot in the binder though. Okay, these gotta go back. I think my next run at the flip, like this month, is going to be okay as far as cards go. Next month, I'm really going to go at it. I'm hoping I've got to buy a bunch of new, a bunch more sleeves and top loaders. I'm good on right now. Last time I bought top loaders, I bought a 200 pack, so I'm not running out of those anytime soon. I gotta get these. I got a stack of cards back there. It's ridiculous. Some of these though, like nobody's gonna buy that. Malik Blade, yeah. That's another Kevin Owens. That one's cool. What's that? That's blue. Oh, red, white, and blue. Robert Roode. Nothing wrong with that one. Austin Theory. Man, I tell you what. Austin Theory fans are not easy to come by. Shanky. Jesus. Josh Briggs. Look there. Next level, but it's Matt Riddle. Like, I have a Matt Riddle auto. Believe that? Ridiculous. Elite Blade, green print. Jeez. Valentina. Yeah, okay. No clue. Sam Stoker. Who's Sam? Hold on. I got to look that one up. He looks a lot like. Hold on. I'm about to see if my mind's blown. Sam Stoker. Does anyone remember Sam Stoker? in NXT. No kidding. That's what I thought. So Kit Wilson, that was, look. Before he was Kit Wilson, he was Sam Stoker. There's his rookie card. What do you know? I knew it. It was hard for me to tell, but yeah, that's what I thought. I got a Kit Wilson rookie card. Oh, you poor guy. I'm gonna sleeve that up and put it in the top loader. I'm gonna send it to neighbor. U.S. Navy SEALs just dropped Mincho down. So I'm gonna be honest, Mr. 2827. I don't really keep up with current events. Sometimes that's a curse, sometimes that's a blessing. But if you'd like to explain to me who that is and why that's a good thing, I would appreciate it. Because just to be perfectly honest, I don't keep up with current events because that's too much for my brain. I keep up with wrestling and I make YouTube videos. I don't have time for anything else. And trading cards. Omos. Hey, Raquel. Red, white, and blue prism. Kira Tozawa. Drew Gulak. Bianca Belair. And before her name was changed to Lyra Valkyria, there's her rookie card. Aofa Valkyrie. Very cool. But I meant no offense by that. I just don't keep up with current events. My partner that's usually on here with me, he does, so he'd probably know exactly what you're talking about. For me to understand, you just have to explain it to me. I'm perfectly fine if you wanted to. It's just, I just don't keep up with it. I mean, I can look it up real quick. I got the other screen pulled up. Mincho. Oh, he's a cartel leader. Okay. El Mincho. So they took him out, I guess. All right. Well, I mean, he's a cartel leader, so I'd say he probably maybe had that coming. I don't know. I'm gonna guess. I need a bigger desk. Oh, I mean, I gotta sleeve all of those, and this makes no sense. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. I was hoping old neighbor GMR would be on this week because I was going to hit him with some more of my Steiner math because he took last week off too. So now when he comes back on, it's going to be some major Steiner math. That's hilarious. Let's see, I don't know if I can get a reply out of him. Hold on, I'm gonna send the Kit Wilson rookie card to Chase Collector real quick, see what he thinks about it. Sam Stoker. Stop. What are you doing? Just make sure I didn't miss a comment while I sent that to him. I should have sent it in the group chat so neighbor would see it too. That's all right. Oh, man. Unbelievable. So I talked a little bit about having some baseball cards. Chase Collector's been trying to teach me baseball while I learned stuff on my own as well. But like I know these two guys are ones to look for. Shohei Ohtani and Paul Skeens. I also know Aaron Judge is also a good one. Other than that, I'll be honest, I'm not real sure. Does it tell me? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. I tell you what, the caffeine's about run out, and I'm starting to run out of energy. I knew going into this I was going to have to be by myself, so I got myself hyped up. So I tried to be energetic tonight. It's a lot easier when there's 2 or 3 of us. We can feed off the others' energy. Now I'm just feeding off my own. And I'll be honest, though, I'm coming off of a lot of excitement from that card show yesterday because I really did. I enjoyed myself so much. Awesome cards. I cannot wait to do another card show. One thing I will tell you, I told my buddy from the Carver family, check his YouTube channel out, by the way. If you're gonna show me some love, you gotta show him some love. I was telling him, I said, I will never do another card show without a backpack. This is all I took with me. Because I expected to buy a lot of cards in top loaders. Then I could just slip them in here. I could do some trading if I wanted to. I was too overwhelmed for that. What I ended up having to do, because I'm stupid, and I just know that if I set it down on the table and start doing a deal with somebody and I buy the card, I'm going to get a double auto, something like that, and get real excited, and I'm going to walk off and not take my book. So I'm so scared about doing that. I held it like this. Here we go again. I held it like this while I was looking at cards. But, so I got this under my arm. Then in my hand, I ended up like this. So then when it came time to go for another card, I'd be like, okay, pick through. Okay, this is the one I want. So I'd set it over there. Then I'd ask, by the way, common courtesy, if you're at a show like that, they always have cases out, right? Before you lay your stuff down on their case, just say, is it cool if I set my stuff on top? Not a one said, no, don't do that. Now somebody said I should get one of those cases. I'm not going to buy a Zion case. They're too damn expensive. But somebody told me I should get a case. It's their last like hard case with handles. The Carver's brother had one of those. He's got a channel too. Coach Plays, by the way. But like their case is good when you're buying stuff in the mag loaders and buying graded cards. That's fine. But I run into the same problem. I would set it down at my feet, and that's even friggin' worse. Because then my hands are full, so I feel like I've got everything, and I'll walk off. So I don't want to go with a case. I will bring a backpack because my bicep is still sore because I just constantly had a hold of everything, gripped with my hand, gripped with my arm so it wouldn't slip out. I won't do that again. 100% next card show, I will be wearing a backpack. I can put the book in my backpack. I can put the cards I buy in my backpack. The cards that I bought that were in top loaders, I just went and put them straight in the book. Just set it on the tables. I always asked, before I set on top of their stuff. All of them were so cool. I honestly, I probably could sit here the whole time and talk to you about my experience yesterday because I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun with that. I really can't tell you. I can't express in words how much I enjoyed that and cannot wait to go to another one. Yeah, phenomenal. I was telling somebody else, there was one of the largest crowds I've ever been a part of, number one. So that was a little bit different because I'm not a huge fan. Like when I go to a show or something, that's fine because we're all interacting. There, you're like, I want to do this. I want to do this. This guy's in my way. That guy's in your way. I can't go. It's all that's fine though. That was easy to overcome. But it was fine. I just was not prepared for how big that was. My body is shot today. If you've known me for a while, if you've watched it, you'll know all through the year of 2024, I didn't work. I had a major back issue, and I've still got back problems. And I don't think over the past year I have gone and been on my feet for as long as I was yesterday. I was on my feet for 6 hours straight. And I know there's some guys that work a 10-hour shift and never get to take a break and stuff. And I'm super proud of you. My back is jacked. And that's the first time in almost 2 years that I've been on my feet for that long. Generally, it's about 3 hours at a time. And that's just because when I'm at work, I'm on my feet the whole time. That's fine. About 3 hours, I take a break. Another 3 hours, I take my lunch. Hour after that, I go home. It's like, that's how I plan my day out. That's not the point. I wasn't, but I got so caught up in it, I didn't realize what time it was. I was finishing up and I took the videos. Seriously, check out the video I posted on Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. I posted a short last night. Go check that out and you'll see how big that crowd was. That's what I did. I held the phone like this. It kind of did this number just to get try to show how big this thing turned out to be. I'm so excited that I got to be a part of that. It was phenomenal. I know I've said it a million times on tonight's show, and I can't help it. I talked about the Troy Polamalu cards. So I knew I had to leave there with Troy Polamalu. I found one. A guy had a couple in his. He had one for 15 and one for 5. They were okay. And then that was in Expo 2. I'd already walked Expo 1 once. I finished walking Expo 2, and I was like, all right, there's a spot I want to go to because the dude had graded cards. If you're a card show vendor and you do this, I love you. His stuff was organized by sport and by player. Now, he was selling graded stuff. Oh, it was amazing. So I had to go back over there. I was hoping he would have some Troy Polamalu in his graded stuff. He did not. So I was like, oh, man. I'll have to go back and find some others. So I ended up back over to Expo 2 because I was like, I think I missed like 2 rows. I go back. I go back over there and I go down. Well, I seen the one guy, he's wearing a Steelers shirt. So I asked him, I said, I'm looking for something. And if you had it, you probably wouldn't want to sell it to me because you're a Steelers fan. But I am looking for Troy Polamalu cards. And he said, I don't have any. I said, okay. I go down the row. I find another guy. This guy's wearing a Steelers jersey. He's wearing a big black and gold chain with a big Steelers logo on it. It's a plastic chain, not a real chain. I saw his cards. They were all in these. And I started digging through it. I didn't find a Troy. I was like, dang. There was only like 5 or 6 in that little line. So I started talking to him. And I asked him if he had a Troy Polamalu. He said, I already sold it. Oh, I just picked this one up, though. And it was the one I bought. And he said, I'll do it for 4. I said, okay, cool. Done. He said, I just hadn't had a chance to put it in the thing yet. He said, I thought I had one over. I said, well, I didn't see it. I realized he had a whole nother box full of Steelers cards. I was like, oh, I want them all. I didn't buy them all, but I wanted to. So I made the deal with him, went back through his stuff after I'd already bought that one and found a couple more cards, bought those from him. Awesome guy. Had a great time at his spot. Then I walked on and I went over back into one because I wanted to go. Chase Collector asked me to actually go pick him up some mag loaders. So I went over there to pick that up, and as walking through there, or walking back through there, I see because I had already at that point I took my video, and then I wanted to go back into Expo 2, take video in there. So there's 2 clips that was part of that video, by the way. I go back in Expo 1, I find a booth. He had about 6 or 7 Troy Polamalu cards. The cheapest one was $600. One was $6,000. I didn't buy anything at that one. They were so beautiful. I kept walking though. There was no way. That was out of my wheelhouse. I hope to, down the road a little ways, learning this hobby, like I had learned everything else, teaching myself. I hope to be able to go in there and make a trade, make a deal, and come out with a $600, $900 card. I found 2 Stone Cold cards. He wanted $900 for one and $1,100 for the other. Those got left behind too. But I would love to be able to go in there and have the cards in my case that are worth the kind of money that I can make those trades. As of right now, that's not the case. So I did get an expensive card in that Rikishi 1 of 1, though. It's not a $900 card. Well, I mean, I guess it's however much somebody would pay me for it at this point because I'm the only one that has it. I told my wife earlier, I said, I ought to send that off to be graded because once it's graded, it's going to be a pop 1. That's how you do graded cards. It's you look up the population, you see, oh, this card has 90 Gem Mint 10s, so there's plenty of those. This card has 4 Gem Mint 10s. That's something to look at. So if I got a Gem Mint 10 out of that, no matter what, I'd have the only one. So low population on the grade, of course. There is only one of that card. I would control the market. So the only way it would sell is you made the offer big enough. As of right now, it's not for sale unless I come across like somebody that wanted to trade for a Stone Cold autograph or something like that. That was also like at least a number to 5. But I don't know. I'm having so much fun learning this hobby. I've been in the action figure hobby for years. You can't see it in the way that I've got the screen orientated today. I've got a ton of them right here beside me. All my wrestling figures are in this room. The guys that have been tuning in on Gladiator Toys, the other room, plumb filled. I've done a live in there showing the whole thing. I'll do another one soon, I'm sure. I know that hobby well. And when I'm looking at wrestling cards, I know those well. I don't know the others well. I'm having to learn that. Graded cards. I was talking to Carver today, and I was like, I'm not. Like, I looked at them, and there's plenty that were in my budget. But I know about checking the popularity. I don't know. A lot of those guys there had a sticker on it that said, Pop 9, so you knew what the population was on it. That's a big thing with the graded card. Know the population. Obviously, your higher grades, your mint 10s and stuff like that. That's where you're looking at. And then you've got PSA and Beckett. Like, if you're graded by anything, and really PSA is top dog right now. If you're graded by anything but those two, most guys, they don't want to deal with you. So if you're grading because you want that slab, there is grading companies that do the AI grading. You get it back faster. Your card's on a slab. A lot of the slabs look a lot cooler. But if you're into resale, most guys don't touch those. Because if they're trying to buy them, they want it they want a PSA. Like, that's the thing. You can get a Beckett to sell, but a PSA, that's money. The AI grades, I saw some there, but they were still sitting there. And I thought, man, that's really cool, and it's graded. But if I pick it up and I decide I think I need to sell some of these off, it's not a PSA, it's not a Beckett. So it's a lot of stuff I'm learning. I trail off. This is what happens on this show. If you've never watched it before, when the other guys are with me, we do the same thing. I was explaining like 30 minutes ago, probably. I've been to a lot of shows. That was the biggest crowd. I've been to comic book conventions. I've been to horror conventions, tattoo and horror conventions, comic expos, Wizard World Comic Cons. I've been to lots of stuff like that. Been to toy shows. Obviously, I've talked many times about it. I sell at the flea market. I've also been to it a million times before I started selling there. That was one of my favorite experiences out of going to stuff like that. I told Carver this earlier. My worst experience, and I mean no offense to the people that put it on and the guys that are part of it. I know one of the guys. I think he's a great guy. I've bought Hot Wheels from him for years. And as far as the selection goes, it was great. But the tension in the air at the diecast show I went to was so thick. Like, you can feel it in there. Those guys are just so, I don't know. And I saw a big argument at the diecast show. I'm not going to say a big arguments didn't happen at that show that I was at yesterday. I'm sure there was stuff happen, but I witnessed the one at the diecast show. It was a smaller venue, of course. But when you watch deals getting made at the card shows, it was always fun. The deals I watched getting made there at the diecast show, a lot of them were not about loving the diecast cars. It was about loving the green money. So I do sell some of I've started selling some of my Hot Wheels. I've got stuff that is for sale. It's on for sale on Mercari. I sell it out at the flea market. I collected for years, so I have a lot. And if I get a hold of something good that's newer, I put it out and I sell it. I don't actively hunt to sell. It's not worth my time. I was selling Pokemon cards because I also collected those for years. That market has gotten so out of hand. I don't have the time or the energy to try to compete to have sealed product. And I mean, I don't have a big enough reputation of people bringing me stuff for buying product to have new stuff. And it's so hard to get new just single cards when you don't have a good. I've got a few guys that come to me to sell, but I don't have the capital to buy, a stack of $200 cards or something. It just doesn't work for me. But yeah, if I was going to rank my shows, diecast show would be at the bottom, card show would be at the top. God, I've had a lot of fun at conventions. I went to a toy show at the same place. Same people put that show on as the diecast show, by the way. The toy show, phenomenal. I had so much fun at that show. Have I done the toy show twice? I feel like I was going to and I forgot to go. It was a Saturday morning, okay? I don't know. It was a lot of fun at the toy show, and the diecast show, not as much. They had great. I mean, I found a lot. I bought a lot of stuff at the diecast show. I really did. I spent some money. I won't say I didn't enjoy myself, but I didn't have the enjoyment that I had at the toy show or the card show yesterday. It doesn't compare at all. But I don't know. That's. I feel like I've been rambling on now. I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark on a solo show. Are you kidding me? Oh wow, really? I think he was supposed to be at his new shop in Chattanooga shortly after. Like he was scheduled to be up there for a few different times, but he passed away before he went up there. We've been talking about it. We're wanting to go up there, check out that shop in Chattanooga. I don't know. Old neighbor's been talking like, "Hey, what's up, Rewind? Oh yeah, I'm flying solo tonight. Chase Collector's feeling under the weather. Lucha had something going on. Or neighbor. He goes by neighbor now. But anyways, they had stuff going on. So I went double live. I'm live on my other channel as well, just chilling. I kind of went over Raw and SmackDown like an hour and a half ago. I've just been chilling. Been talking about my new trading cards I got yesterday at the show. What do you think about Godfather Papa Shango double autograph? Woo! I got a 1-of-1 Rikishi autograph card too, by the way. Just to throw that out there in case you wanted to know. Hello, camera. Focus. I know. I'm tired too after 2 hours, but you got to focus. Hello. Nope, that's not better. Oh, not the flu. Well, I hate the fact that you're just now catching me because I'm about to end the show. Uh, I've been on for, like I said, I guess I'll run for the 6 minutes. I'll make it a 2-hour show so I can tell the guys next weekend that I made it 2 hours without them. And oddly enough, several people showed up to listen to me ramble on and on for 2 hours. I was telling them earlier I wanted to do Elimination Chamber predictions tonight, and I would have proxied their predictions for them and talked about it. But how can we make predictions when they haven't even made the show full yet? We don't even know who's the last competitors are. It's ridiculous. But I think I'll proxy their predictions on Friday night, and I'll either go live for SmackDown or I'll just drop a video doing our predictions. That's how I'm going to do that. I hate the fact that we can't make predictions the weekend before because they don't have their PLEs set until the night before. Ridiculous. There's the Miz. Okay, you brought up the crate. Somebody asked me what I thought was in the crate earlier. I'll tell you what I thought here in a minute. What do you think's in the crate? What's your prediction? I'll tell you what I think's in it when you tell me what you think. I think instead of a turkey this time, it's going to be a rat. Oh. Is that what you think's in the crate? Vince's car? I got a feeling it's a countdown clock. I kind of feel like that's what it's going to be. A lot of people are saying it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a countdown clock for Chris Jericho. And it may be. I'm not saying that's what I hope it is because I'd prefer it not be. Honestly, I don't. I've said it a million times on here. I don't want to see Chris Jericho come back for a retirement tour or another run. Yeah, he's still on. He's still with it. I don't think his contract's up yet. Some say it is. Some say he's. I don't know. But I don't want to see him come back because the only reason he's going to come back is because they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame. And that's the only reason he would sign a new contract is because he's like, yeah, I think I'm ready to see my name in the Hall of Fame. Because he's not going to come back and go for another world title run. That's not happening. It makes no sense for him to come back and do an Intercontinental title run. That makes no sense. We've got young guys. We've got Javon Evans. We've got Dom. And Neighbor's not here to defend Dom, so Dom's going to have to lose that title soon. Nah. You can tell him I said it. We got so many young guys that can run with the IC title, with US title. There's no sense in Jericho coming back and holding that. He's done that. I've seen a lot of people think Danhausen could be in the box. First off, I don't think they're going to reveal a person in the box. But then again, they had that egg forever, and the gobbledygooker was in the egg, which I have that Ultimate Edition action figure, by the way. So they could pull some, but like back then when they did that, that's like 89, 90. You know, that wasn't shocking. I don't know what I'm trying to say. For the gobbledygooker to happen and us to think he was in the egg that whole time, or them to even want us to think he was in the egg the whole time, that made sense back then. Kayfabe was alive, None of us believe they're going to keep somebody in that crate for 3 weeks. Yeah, he did. Oh, Chainsaw Charlie. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yes, absolutely. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. Oh man, I absolutely hated trying to do a tribute video for Terry Funk when he passed. That was heartbreaking. Can you believe? I just recently, a few weeks ago, watched Roadhouse again. He was freaking huge in that movie. Or they just cast a bunch of tiny guys. But he was jacked for that movie. But yeah, I like the I like the Chainsaw Charlie gimmick. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Uh, his stuff against him and Cactus. That was a fun little time they had. Dumpster matches with the New Age Outlaw and stuff. That was fun. But yeah, he debuted in it that crate. But I don't. I mean, it's not like they did. They wheel that around for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think they did. Could be wrong. It's been a while back. I don't remember nothing. But again, that would have been a time where they could make us think they might pull that off. You're not pulling that today. So it's going to be a symbol. It'll be a countdown clock. Whatever it is, it's going to be a sign of what's coming. Might be a big sold sign. Surprise, we just sold WWE to Saudi Arabia. Oh, man. I wish the guys were on here. They'd eat that up. I'm going to text them. Group chat. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hold on. They all passed away. Oh, 98 was a fantastic year. No doubt. Lucha says the sign in the crate is gonna say sold to Saudi Arabia and Vince McMahon. 98 would have been WrestleMania. That was the Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold with Mike Tyson as referee. Fantastic, amazing WrestleMania. Not as good as the Brett versus Stone Cold in the I Quit or the submission match, but very good. It'd be nice to see another Shield run. It would. I I think Seth Rollins could pull it off and put together a new Shield where he remains the architect, and gets two other guys and they wreak havoc. I mean, yeah, special guest enforcer. Uh, I don't know if Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were the right fit to do a new Shield gimmick, but there's some guy he could do it. I think it worked with Seth being the architect once again, but that I don't see that happening. The whole vision thing to me seems to be falling apart, which I really had higher hopes for that. But now that Breaker's hurt and he's out indefinitely, Dunn already had surgery. It's like, shh, what do we do? Okay. Yeah, I think was Brett and Stone Cold, was that WrestleMania 13? I gotta look it up now. Wrestle. Damn. If he brings back the Shield, it's either going to be really good or really bad. Right? Yeah, there won't be any in between for sure. Yeah, that was no disqualification submission match. Yeah, that was WrestleMania 13. Yeah, it was a no disqualification submission match, which basically is an I Quit match. Yeah, that's where we got the Blood from a Stone T-shirt. But Austin never tapped out, so. Mr. WrestleMania versus Brett at WrestleMania 12. That's the only reason Shawn Michaels was able to stay around and continue to do what he's able to do and still be a part of the company today is because he was such an epic performer. Because if he hadn't been such a great performer, he would have been let go for all of the crap he was. I mean, people that call him their best friend, one of their best friends today, hated him back then because he was definitely not in a good place and not a good person at that point. But God, he could put on a match though. That's funny. I saw the clip from the episode where they talked to Undertaker about where he asked him, "Was it true that you were waiting behind the curtains, taping up your fists in case Shawn didn't do business?" Oh, are you talking about the one in the mask? Who do you think is the new? Oh, who's the new Mr. WrestleMania? Oh, okay. Well, Brett's very bitter these days, so I don't. That's true though. Brett did say that. Woo. I mean, it makes sense, but oh man, it could be. Who is the new Mr. WrestleMania? Well, I mean, honestly, at this point in time, if we're going off, I almost have to say the newest generation's Mr. WrestleMania would have to be Roman, because how many times has he main evented WrestleMania? I probably don't have enough fingers. Let me see. Let's find out. Right, Fleming probably knows right off the top of his head. How many times has Roman Reigns main evented WrestleMania? Mania. Here we go. So as of WrestleMania 41 last year, he has main evented 10 times. So guess what? That number is fixing to change to 11. As far as somebody to fill the Mr. WrestleMania spot that Shawn Michaels, there's no way to fill those shoes. I think Brett's bitter because HBK and McMahon didn't invite him into the it's just, oh man. These days Brett is bitter towards so many. It's like every time I see him do an interview now, he's well, I mean, he's been bitter against Goldberg for 20, 30 years now, but that's beside the point. I mean, it seems like every time he does a new interview or talk show or something, he's bitter with somebody else. I don't know why that is. I mean, that's just what he's got going on. So I guess, good for him. He can do and say what he wants to, I guess. Doesn't take away from the incredible matches and career that Bret Hart had, because he had some amazing matches. He also had some amazing screw jobs. But yeah, very, very wild. When we're talking about those times where the HBK, Bret Hart, Stone Cold were all your top guys, that was a mind-blowing era. We throw that term around too much, era, but man, I still like him too. Yeah, it's like, dude, you're not really in the business no more. You're just, people are interviewing you and wanting you to tell stories. Let's be honest. When you pull a guy from back there, you get a Bret Hart. You get to sit down with Bret Hart. You're going to sit down with Rikishi, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Mick Foley, anybody from the back in the day, even like John Cena. You're not wanting to see. You're not wanting him to tell you, oh, who did you like and who you did not. You want to hear him tell the stories from back in the day. You want to hear stories about this break that he caught or this match. You don't want to hear him bitch about everything. You want to. That's man. If I could get somebody from back in the day on this podcast, it wouldn't take long. Like, of course, I'd ask them some questions about what do they think about this and this, what's going on these days. But man, my whole goal will be to sit there and get them to start telling stories. Are they going to come back with some stories about, oh man, I worked this match with this guy and let me tell you, he was one of the worst. That's going to happen. And I'm okay with those stories. I want those road stories. God, they got so many road stories from when they traveled. I'd sit and listen to them tell stories all night long. I'd do an 8-hour podcast listening to them old guys tell stories. Taker's got so many, and I've heard so many from his podcast, but I'd sit and listen to him tell stories again. I'd sit and listen until he lost his voice. Yeah, Goldberg said he's apologized several times. I mean, hey, Maybe Brett's just not one that practices forgiveness. Not everybody has it in them to forgive people. It's weird because I've been an HPK fan. They're like going back and watching his stuff, and hey, Brett can wrestle. Oh yeah, I mean, dude, when he put together, I'm not talking about Heart Foundation when it was Brett and Jim the Anvil. I'm talking about Heart Foundation when it was a faction. You had Brett, Owen, British Bulldog. They brought in Brian Pillman at one time. Dude, when they were going back and forth with Stone Cold, Brett was in the wheelchair and all that. That was good stuff. McMahon's book. Oh man, that would be. Depends on which stories he's telling, because evidently he's got some nasty stories that I don't really want to hear. I don't think, but there's no telling. Like that was some of the best stuff about when the Netflix documentary they did on McMahon. Freaking when he's talking about when his dad ran the company, the stuff he remembers from back then. That I would love to hear McMahon tell more stuff like that. Like that would be the most exciting part of that book if he's telling stuff from when Vince Sr. was running the company. Like Paul Heyman, he's got stories from when Sr. was running the company. Oh my God. Paul Heyman. I would listen to Paul Heyman tell stories for 24 hours. I'd run it. Boop, live, just go. Don't worry. Talk until you can't do it. You know, when you're ready to stop and need to go to bed, then we'll stop the show. I'd let Paul Heyman talk forever. Oh, if I get Paul Heyman on this show, dude, my heart probably couldn't take it. I got blood pressure problems. I'd lose my mind. But can you imagine, instead of me blabbering for 2.5 hours, Paul Heyman sitting here telling stories for 2.5 hours? Oh, I'd be in hog heaven, I guarantee you. Ain't no doubt about it. Hog heaven. Man, I'd whew. Brett had a brother who did not use his real name. I don't remember. Right? Yeah. I mean, I think I could. God, I just couldn't imagine being able to have a conversation with Paul Heyman. Not a meet and greet. Not a shake hands, sign this, take picture, move on. Even 30 minutes to sit and talk to Paul Heyman. God, what a dream. I couldn't imagine what to even start asking him. Oh yeah, Brett's got a lot of siblings. I wouldn't know where to start with Paul Heyman. My God. Could you imagine a conversation with Paul Heyman? Because I want to know everything. I don't. Paul Heyman hadn't wrote a book yet. I hope he does. Oh. Pre-order all day long. I mean, Paul Heyman can tell you stories about managing Mean Mark. The story about him sneaking backstage as a photographer or whatever, when Senior was running it. Brett's book is probably the best wrestling book ever read. Oh, he didn't do his through WWE. I've got Stone Cold's book. I've read it all the way through. The Rock did one way back when too. I read it too. I've got it. I've got was it Mox that did a book? I've got that. I haven't read it yet, but I bought it as soon as it came out. I need to just I probably just need to download the audio book on and listen to it while I work, because that's I've talked about that a few times. I have books. I have read some. I love to read books. My problem is I start to read and I read very slow. I don't know if that ever comes out when I'm reading comments, but I'm very slow. And because of that, and because my attention span, I'll be reading and then my mind will start thinking about something, and I'll have read a whole page and I don't know what I just read. So then I reread it. Okay, then I got kept, but I read so slow, it takes me forever to read a book, and then I get discouraged and end up not finishing the book. Exactly. I downloaded Audible. Dude, you know what? I've always thought being a garbage man would be fun. But I talked earlier about missing. I couldn't work the whole year of 2024. I didn't lose my job. I was able to go back to my job February 2025. I've been back for a year now. Hey, hey. That would be a good conversation too. Get Vince to just talk about the business. I don't want to hear the stories. Don't want to hear about his love life, but talk about the business. Hell yeah. There went my attention span again. What was I saying? Oh, but when I went back to work, I'm the only one that works in my area after 3 o'clock now. And I don't like to be by myself, because when I'm by myself, the only person I have to talk to is myself. And sometimes when I get up in my head, it's not fun. So I like to, and I don't mind listening to music, but I actually got in trouble because what had happened, I wanted to read the Reacher books. Now, I downloaded Audible a while back before that, and I actually bought the thing where you get 1 credit each month, and I hadn't paid attention. I had like 9 credits built up. But I had already downloaded some Sherlock Holmes books, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I had several books already in my library on Audible, but I wanted to read the Reacher novels. I've been watching the Reacher. I've never watched the one with Tom Cruise. I don't like Tom Cruise. I can't watch Tom Cruise movies. I can barely stomach Mission Impossible movies. There, I said it. It's out there. But Reacher on Amazon Prime, I've watched all 3 seasons twice now. Is it just twice or is it 3 times? We're going to go twice. So I wanted to read the books, and I was reading them, but I didn't have any earbuds. So I would just turn it on and sit there and work with it sitting on my cart. Well, I got in trouble because somebody went and told the management that there was a guy over there working, listening to a podcast about how to kill someone with an axe. What's up, Nathaniel? Welcome in. I've been on here for about 2.5 hours now. All you've missed is me blabbering a whole lot and a little bit of wrestling conversations. I don't know which channel you tuned in on. Did you find me on Gladiator Toys or Gladiator Wrestling Podcast? That was a lot in one go. I'm sorry. Would you please drop a comment and tell me which channel you're watching me on? Let me slow down. Shit. Yes. So, but when the lady turned me in for listening, Miku, hi, what's up? Welcome in. Generally, this is a wrestling podcast, but today my partners are not with me, so I am solo and just blabbering on for 2.5 hours, evidently. But hi. Yeah. So I love Audible. Since downloading that, since going back to work, now I got my earbuds in, so nobody knows what I'm listening to. Don't offend nobody. Thank you, Karen, for saying I was trying to learn how to kill somebody with an axe, like I needed a lesson. Anyways, I've been able to get through the entire Harry Potter series, which I was so happy to do. What's up, the man Batman? Welcome in. Wait, what? Y'all have the same? Are you the same person? You got the same picture. I'm going crazy. Can you guys that are just joining tell me if you're watching me on Gladiator Toys channel or Gladiator Wrestling Podcast channel? I'm live on two different channels. I'd just like to know where you found me. Right now, I'm blabbering about Audible. What else have I gone through since I've been on Audible? Got through the entire Harry Potter series, most of Lord of the Rings, about 6 Reacher novels, something else. There's a few more books too. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And I switch back and forth. Okay, awesome. So normally what happens on Sundays, Batman, is me and 2 of my buddies will be on here talking wrestling. It's why it's called Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, where we talk wrestling. Both of those guys, one of them's not feeling well, the other one had something going on, so they told me so I'm running solo tonight. Okay, so that's the same person. Okay. It just threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, what's happening here? No worries. That's cool. But it's usually 3 of us. But I decided since I'm going solo tonight, I'm going to run it on both of my channels. So I also have Gladiator Toys. I'm live on that channel as well. I knew I was not going to talk wrestling a lot because it's much easier when I have a back and forth. So I went over Raw and SmackDown. Now, like 2 hours ago. I don't know that we've gone this long before, even with 3 of us. So this is amazing. And at this point, there's a little bit of wrestling talk happening, and there's a whole lot of me jabbering. So, but I appreciate you joining in. I'm assuming you're a big Batman fan. I love Batman. I've got a buddy that's about to do some artwork that's Batman for me. He's done some other Batman artwork for me too. I've got him doing he's going to do a cool Killing Joke piece for me. I'm excited. It wasn't music. It was a book. I was listening to an audio book, and it was so it's called they're the Reacher novels. I can't remember which one it was I was listening to, but basically Jack Reacher had got captured by the bad guys, and he broke the handcuffs because he's a big giant dude. He breaks the handcuffs and he gets an axe to save himself and the girl he was with. And the Karen that was shopping that day evidently thought I was listening to a podcast that was teaching me how to kill someone with an axe. That is verbatim what she told the manager. Who I've known for a while. I was part of the management team there for years. So when he was told, he took it serious. And when he told me about it, though, he didn't stop. He didn't pull me to the side or pull me in the office and say, so we had a customer complaint, and evidently they said you were listening to a podcast that was teaching you how to kill someone with an axe. That's not what happened. He walks by, right? And he says, there was a customer complaint, by the way. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, they said some guy over there in HBA was listening to a podcast, learning how to kill somebody with an axe. And he laughed and walked off. And I sat there for a minute going, wait wait a minute. Wait, for real? I had to go catch up with it. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah, a woman complained. Like really? I said, number one, they said, yeah, we knew it was you, but we knew that's not what was going on. I said, I'll buy some earbuds tonight. So I bought earbuds that night, but I said, I know you're not worried about it, but I feel like I have to tell you what I was listening to, because if I'm in your shoes, somewhere in the back of my head, I'm going, what was he really listening to? So I explained to him that I was listening to audiobook and what it was about, and so yeah, it wasn't music I was listening to; it was an audiobook, and like generally when I saw somebody walking down the aisle, I would turn it down so they didn't hear it, because if you've ever heard of Reacher or even read the books, you'll know some of them get violent. He always has a little love interest, and they usually have a little one night stand or two. Time to, they're not. It's not graphic or nothing, but I'm like, that's. But I did. I bought earbuds that night and took them home and charged them. So now I listen to either music or I listen to an audiobook all day at work, and nobody knows except the team lead over my area. She'll ask me what book I'm listening to right now, because she does the same thing. But that's probably what I ought to do so I can get through the Mox book, because I'd like to know what all he said in that. Oh man, oh man. I got to look at something. I got to find out, have I beat the record? Because neighbor's going to be real aggravated if I've set a new record on how long we went live. I know I haven't beat it on Gladiator Toys, because I one time over there went okay, over 3 hours, because I was building a Lego set. But, oh, okay. There's a 2 hour and 5, 2 hour 6. Oh, that was okay. Well, that wasn't a podcast though. That was a watch along. That went for over 3 hours. There's a podcast for 2 hours 5. Because he's going to want to know. Neighbor's going to want to know. Because he helped us set the record for our show. Where am I at? Where's the date? Oh, there we go. There's 2 hours and 1 minute. That was January last year. So that's one of the first ones he was part of. There's the first one, 2 hours and 19. So I think for the regular Sunday podcast, I may have set a new record, and I did it solo. Make sure, Fleming and everybody, we jump on here next Sunday and give the boys all kinds of trouble. Tell them how your boy did going solo. I'll tell you now, neighbor's gonna hate that I beat the record, because he was happy he helped us set a new one. All right, what am I at? Oh, I'm at 234. Well, that's a 1 anyway. Yeah. I did it. Yeah, that's not a flag. That's a Walmart sack. Should I like some? I like stuff. Are you talking about Reacher? What are you talking about, Fleming? I got lost because I don't remember what I was talking about even. Because I was trying to see if I've set a new record on how long the podcast went. And I can't find one that's longer than that. Ow. So this goes all the way back to January of 25. And that's where he started. So yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, what do we got going here? 1-1-1. Fleming, if you're talking about the Reacher novels or the Reacher show, you absolutely should check that out. Um, huh? Oh, I probably never mind. Oh man, yeah. I think I gotta. Well, I'll go for 2.5 more minutes. We'll make it an even 2 hours and 38 minutes. And I'm gonna call it a night. Just like every Sunday, I've been up since 6:30 this morning. So I worked my shift, and then I came home, ate dinner, and jumped on here. So. And every now and that's why we got to end. So every now and then this happens where I have to go solo, and I think I'm going to continue it. Right on. I'm going to continue whenever this happens, and I'll go live on both channels, and I'm just going to have fun. It's way better this way than trying to do the normal format podcast by myself. So this worked out great. As always, Fleming, I appreciate you joining in. Everybody else, I really appreciate it. I know I had people pop in from Gladiator Toys. I had people pop in from the podcast. So no matter what channel you found me on tonight, I really appreciate you. Because I'm using a third-party platform to stream this, I'm not able to see if I gained any new subscribers until after I go off, and I just go to the channels and check the analytics. But if I did, thank you so much for that. And I can't wait for next weekend. And you guys definitely got to give the boys some crap next weekend for leaving me hanging. But it turned out great. I had a lot of fun. I got to show you guys some cards. I got to talk more about the card show and how much fun I had. Oh, okay. You're talking about Reacher? Yeah, definitely check it out. The TV show, there's 3 seasons worth on Amazon Prime if you have that. And then if you want to read books, there's I can't remember how many. There's like 15 Reacher books. They're great. I've enjoyed them. I got about 4 hours left on the one I'm listening to currently. Maybe less than that. I don't know. I'll finish it tomorrow though. But yeah, definitely you want to check those out. So let me get my little outro video ready as soon as I find out where to click. But Amazon Prime is where to find that. And I listen to all my audiobooks on Audible. There's other platforms to listen to audiobooks. Audible's just the one I went with. But anyways, if you've checked this out after the live's gone off the air, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, thank you to everybody. Well, if you're watching, you've probably checked out both channels, but check out all of our channels. I got Gladiator Toys, obviously Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, depending on which one you're watching on. Check out the Chase Collector, and then TikTok. All those channels are available over there, plus Neighbor GMR. That's where his stuff is at. I am beat. Our length record for Gladiator Wrestling Podcast has been beat. And I did it by myself with this great audience's help. So what a great time. I had a lot of fun. So, yeah, next week should be back to business as usual. We'll have Elimination Chamber on Saturday. I'll probably try to at least drop a video, if not go live Friday night, and we'll do predictions then. Anyways, that's it for me. Again, thank you guys. Rambling's done. Gladiator out.